Hey, yo, real quick, let me tell you something. I'm talking to the Christians, okay? The self-proclaimed Christians, the people who claim to love God, that's who I'm talking to. If that is not you, if you don't claim to be a follower of Christ, you can keep scrolling or you can watch just to hear what I'm saying, but don't get offended in the comment section because I'm not talking to you. I digress. Church should not be the only place that you're showing compassion to people. Church should not be the only place that you're loving people. When you're all dressed up and looking nice and greeting people and loving on people and worshiping and whatever else you do at church, that should not be the only time that people see you being humane. Church is supposed to fill you up. And I'm letting you know right now, I'm letting God speak right now, I'm letting Holy Spirit speak. I didn't plan this. I just was scrolling on social media and Holy Spirit told me to talk, so I'm gonna just talk. But there are so many people on this earth who will never, ever, 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 ever see the real Jesus, feel the real Jesus, have an encounter with Holy Spirit because of you. Because of you. Because you claim to love God. You claim to follow God, just like the Pharisees. You check every box. You stop doing everything that looked like an outward sin. You stopped cussing, for the most part. You stopped having sex, for the most part, till you got married, right? You stopped fighting. You stopped smoking. You stopped drinking. You stopped doing all those things, right? For the most part. And I keep saying for the most part because nobody will ever be perfect. That's what we have Jesus for. But I digress. Anyways, you've adjusted all those behaviors, but you still can't be inconvenienced. If you were at the gas station right now and you saw somebody trying to fill up a empty gas, can't think of the name of it, but an empty one of those, probably cost about $20 to fill it up, and you had $30 to your name, would you help them? You drove to Quick Trip. You know that you're going to make more money. You trust that God is going to provide for you, but this person literally has nothing. Car stopped. This situation happened to me the other day. I didn't have no clients all week. Probably had one client all week. Barely made it to pay booth rent. I'm at Quick Trip, minding my own business, grabbing me some breakfast, about to head to work. Pray to get some call-ins, some walk-ins. There was a guy standing out there. I told him I loved his dreads. They looked nice. I was about to keep going, and he asked me. He said he was trying to go see his son. His son is in the hospital. He was just standing by the gas tank. The Holy Spirit started moving. I filled that gas tank up. It took like $17. Mind you, I had $20 on me. That's all I had. But God, that person needed that, and I gave him a ride home because his car stopped at his house, like he didn't have enough gas to leave his house. He was gonna walk back home with that gas tank. Now, what if he was at that gas tank praying to God that somebody would come and help him? And I had the funds to do it. Did I have an abundance of funds? No, but I had the funds to do it. What if I said no? What if I just kept going? He would have been like, God, you don't hear my prayers? You didn't help me. I stood outside at Quick Trip for hours and nobody helped me. He would have never batted an eye to look at God again. Your obedience is somebody else's answered prayer. Your obedience is somebody else's encounter with Jesus. Sometimes people ask God to show up for them and they're non-believers, but they want to believe. They got that little mustard seed of faith. And then God puts it in your heart to do something. And you just shake it off and say, nah, I ain't gonna do it. But you're a Christian. You got more than mustard seed because you've seen what tithing can do in your life. You've seen what loving people can do in your life. You've seen what reading the Bible and adjusting the way that you live can do to your life. You've already tasted peace. You know what heaven sounds like. There are some people who are living in the dark who have never been anywhere close to peace. who never have had anybody to run to. And if God puts it on your heart to help somebody and you say, no, I'm not helping you, do you not know that you could be the very reason that somebody chooses hell over heaven? Your disobedience could be the reason why somebody never sees Jesus. It gets that deep. I know I joke around a lot on social media. I know that I use social media not only for my business, not only to spread the gospel, but also to joke around. But when God gives me a word, I share it. I share it every time. God gave me my personality. I'm not going to hide my personality. I'm not going to act like I'm just some normal person. I've never been normal. I'm going to be myself on social media, but I'm not going to compromise. And when God tells me to talk, I'm going to talk. I don't feel like talking. It's 11 o'clock at night. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I've been at church since 9 o'clock this morning. After church, we had baptism. After baptism, we went on a Costco run. After that, I went to my job for a Botox party. After that, I took all of my kids with me to go and give back and do free haircuts all night. I just got home less than an hour ago. I'm tired. But Holy Spirit told me to speak, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Somebody needs to see this video tonight. I don't know who needs to see it, but somebody needs to see this. Stop being spiritually lazy. You going to bed at the same time every night is not more important than somebody seeing the kingdom of heaven. You always looking perfect before you post a video is not better than somebody seeing the kingdom of heaven. You having it all together and having a lot of money and looking all flashy is not better than somebody seeing the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you feel like you need to do in your life is not more important than somebody seeing the kingdom of heaven. If you're on this journey with God, you're protected, you know you're going to heaven, it is your duty to make disciples of the nation. It is your duty to make disciples of all nations. It wasn't a question. It wasn't a request. It was a command. You have to make disciples of all nations. Otherwise, you ain't going to heaven either. You could check every single box and still miss heaven because you didn't love people. Loving people is the first thing God tells you to do before anything else. You have to love people more than you love your comfortable life. That's the whole word. That's all I got to say. About to go rub my feet together and lay down. God bless y'all. Have a good night.